Hello, everyone, and namaste. Surya Namaskar or sun salutation, the mother asana of the yoga. Do we understand what is it? Well, and how many asanas are there in this whole sequence? Well, that's what we're going to find out today from Deepa. Deepa is a yoga therapist who helps people like us create deeper connection with ourselves. Well, Deepa is joining me live from London. So welcome and thank you so much, Deepa.
Thank you so much for having me. I am so honored and so grateful to be sharing this with you all. And I've been teaching Surya Namaskars for a number of years. I've been passionate about Surya Namaskars since I can remember. But the more I practiced, the deeper I connected, and the more I ended up in this rabbit hole of researching the importance of Surya Namaskar. And it's countless, but I'm just going to name a few. I'm going to go into the whole flow because it is the ultimate practice that I truly believe if you innately own the practice of sun salutation, Surya Namaskar, you can really find a great sense of balance in your well-being physically, mentally, and emotionally. So Surya Namaskars, there are 8 poses, and there are different variations of sun salutations, especially in Ashtanga yoga. They have Surya Namaskar A and B, but I stick to the traditional simple yoga of 8 asana, where there's Tadasana, where you stand nice and tall, feeling like a mountain. And every asana represents an affirmation. So when you start with in Tadasana, you think of, I feel centered. I pay respect to all beings. I am balanced. And your hands and heart complete an energetic circle that will harmonize the hemispheres of the brain and relax the mind. Then when you take your arms up into Urdhva Hastasana, and you do a gentle back bend, you open yourself up towards the sky and the universe, and you express a gratitude towards higher values. And this instantly energizes the whole body and releases anxiety and stress, and helps you increase lung capacity. Then you go into a forward bend, Uttanasana, and at that time you think, I let go, I surrender. And when you remind yourself that you're letting go, you're allowing stress and tension to melt away from your body, because we can't control everything. In fact, we cannot control anything but our reactions. So, and then you go into a lunge, and that's where you think, I am ready to charge and change and develop and improve myself, because ultimately we are responsible for us and we have to put that effort in to ourselves. And I've noticed when people start to put effort in themselves, they don't have time to worry about trivial nonsense. Then you go into a plank, and planks are powerful. They do wonders for your core, and you think to yourself, I am strong and I am alert. And then from the plank, you go into a supported chaturanga, where you do your knees, chest, and chin. And this is where you greet the earth, and you remind yourself that the earth is supporting me. We carry the very same elements of the earth within us. So when you're doing your knees, chest, and chin, your supported chaturanga, that's where you are expressing your gratitude towards the earth. Then you go into Bhujangasana, Cobra. And Cobra is, again, a beautiful reminder where you open up your heart to all beings. And you think it's a great way, when you do a heart opener, it's a great way to heal from your own emotions. We lock in so much within our heart center that when you do Cobra, not only is it phenomenal for helping with those general backaches that we experience, it strengthens your spine, but it also does wonders in healing your heart center, where we carry a lot of weight. And it improves your attention and gives you great clarity. And that's just from Cobra. And then you go into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. And in downward dog, you have to remind yourself that you accept yourself for the way you are, because we all are so uniquely created. The divine, we carry the divine energy within us, and we're created so magically, so beautifully. And we have to remind ourselves that we have our own unique powers. If I'm so busy trying to be you, then the world will not get to experience who Deepa is. So for downward facing dog, you tap into and honor the inner powers that you carry. And when you honor them, you're more likely to manifest them externally as well. So that's a little bit about the whole practice of the Surya Namaskar, where every asana, every pose represents a significant meaning and great benefits. But for me, the Surya Namaskar is also about tapping into your solar plexus, because we carry that fire within our Manipur chakra, our right in the pit of our stomach. And the solar plexus is the third chakra. But keep in mind, every chakra is built one on top of the other. And so you have the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and then the Manipur chakra. The first chakra brings solidity, stability, focus. The second chakra brings choice, emotion, desire. When you put together matter and movement, you get energy. It's like when you rub two sticks together, you get that spark of fire. And that spark, when it leads to fire in the physical world, it's known as combustion. And psychologically, the spark is enthusiasm that ignites power and will. So our third chakra is purpose and is transformation. And when you practice sun salutations, you really bring great balance to your solar plexus, which brings balance to your will, to your enthusiasm, and that's where you experience transformation. So yeah, that's just, and to name a few benefits of practicing the beauty of sun salutations is to help build discipline. And discipline is the greatest form of self-care. It encourages you to embrace a daily practice, because the Surya Namaskars are really quick. You know, I can do 54 sun salutations in about 45 minutes. So imagine if you were just doing 2, 3, 5 sun salutations. And it helps you find a great space of neutrality within you. And when you come from a place of neutrality, you accept life as it is. You learn to observe your emotions rather than react. And you start to live with a more clear intention and purpose. And not when you find that clarity, there's a deeper spiritual connection alongside. So you learn to create a little window of well-being through Surya Namaskars, because I call it a moving meditation. And you embrace the true beauty and essence of yoga through Surya Namaskar.
I think it's beautiful the way you described it. I absolutely love it. I do have to ask a couple of clarifications. One of them is that if someone's starting out, right? I mean, you are an expert and you can do like so many Surya Namaskars in 45 minutes, but someone who's starting out, what do you recommend? Like how many Surya Namaskars do they start with on a daily basis, right? That's number one.
One round, just to get familiar.
So one round is like what, couple of minutes or maybe less than a minute, if you think about it.
If I did it, it's 10 seconds, 15 seconds. But on that note, I would because you're a beginner, I would say slow down. Stand in Tadasana, stand in Urdhva Hastasana, really experience the pose, understand what you're feeling, because every pose helps you, every pose brings out a different emotion within you, and you realize your aches and pains. So I always recommend to my clients, do 1 round for 1 week, then do 2 rounds for another week, and build yourself up. I have people who do 108 Surya Namaskars with me every month, and they started off with not even being able to do 5 rounds, let alone 108 a month. And you build yourself up, because that's the beauty of Surya Namaskars. You build the mental, the physical, and emotional stamina alongside.
Okay, and then I've read a lot of research has been done on Surya Namaskar, and one of them is, of course, stress and anxiety that you talked about. Do you think there's any data that also talks about some kind of a weight loss? Or, I mean, a lot of people, there are a lot of things on the internet that do so many Surya Namaskar. You're going to start shedding your weight. Do you want to shed a little bit light on that part?
Absolutely. You know what it is, when you find clarity in your emotions, at least from what I've experienced, a lot of people eat out of emotions, they binge. And there's this lack of discipline. Every day they commit, I'm not going to eat junk. And guess what? Every day they fall off the bandwagon. So when you practice sun salutations, you're working on every layer of your existence. And as you're building your stamina by practicing Surya Namaskars every day, when you open up that fridge at night, you will build the courage to say no or choose something else. No one got fat eating berries. But instead of picking up the cake, you might pick up the berries. And yes, you will shed weight, because this, again, your Manipur chakra, you experience balance in there. When you have balance there, you have a better sense of control. When you have a better sense of control, it's easier to say no. But it's all about shedding the emotional weight.
All right. Well, thank you so much. This is a quick 10-minute session. This is a very special topic that's very dear to definitely to Deepa, but also to me, because it's like the ultimate queen bee of the asanas is Surya Namaskar in yoga, and Yoga Day is coming up. So this is a very appropriate topic that we wanted to bring today. Thank you so much for your support, everyone. Anything else you want to add, Deepa, before I wrap up today's session?
No, thank you for this opportunity. The summer solstice is here. Yoga Day is around the corner. All I would say is just 1 round of Surya Namaskar a day as a start to set yourself up with great intention and purpose.
Thank you. Have a great day ahead and a weekend. So stay tuned, and thank you so much for your support. Bye-bye now.